Hola amigos, hola amigas, Dorian here from Hooverlux. Welcome, bienvenido, croeso, salam alaikum. Welcome to my channel. Cześć, jak się masz? And all you tech heads out there, hello. So I've got another retro tech video coming up today. So, just take a sip of tea. As you can tell by these, you can guess what this is going to be. So, well, obviously from the title, because there's a picture of it, hardly a surprise. So let's take out the wrappings, and what do we have here in front of us? Let me just get rid of the box. Voila. We have a brand new in-box Sony Walkman. This is the EX194. I was very lucky to get one of these brand new in the box. Never been used. It's been taken out because it was taken out for photographs. And this looks like the Argos catalogue number, doesn't it? Sony Walkman logo, so it's a proper Sony. So this dates back from what I believe, because I printed out some information on it. Let's have a look. I've got some info. I think this is the basic player from Walkman that it says here. From the budget end of the market, it uses some useful advancement technology. The audio circuit uses the LB8115 audio IC manufactured by Toshiba, which produced a good sound and operated on a single 1.0-volt battery. This utilizes a disc motor which provides an extremely smooth tape speed and consumes very little power. The sound quality is actually quite good, providing you use a good pair of headphones. Right, 25 hours of playtime. This actually says 2 AA size batteries. Okay. So I have got here the manual for it, and I've also got this other manual as well. But this isn't for that one, that's for a different one. Goodbye, instructions. So this is the instructions on it here that I have with this. So, now, Walkmans. Wow, blast from the past, I hear you say. Yes, definitely, but I was born in 1975, so the Walkman was the first thing that I had really to play my own music on cassettes. On a Sunday, everybody used to do this. When the charts were on BBC Radio, I would record the chart music onto a blank cassette, and then I would play the songs during the week. Possibly I would play them for a couple of weeks, but each week I would record the new one, and then I would sort of like recycle the old tapes for the new ones. So I'd probably keep a tape for about 3-4 weeks maybe. If there was one particular one that I would keep, I would break the tabs off so I wasn't able to record over it, and that's what I did. Now, I never had a Sony Walkman. I was too young at the time, I couldn't afford it, so I had a Ferguson Walkman, which I have, and you will see in an upcoming video the actual Walkman that I used as a young lad. Not the actual one, but the exact same model, and I would clip it onto my sort of like shorts or whatever, and I'd use it when I was going cycling, and I would use it all the time. Even when I was going for walks and everything with the dog, I would use my Ferguson, and I used it to death till it broke, to be honest. I think the first thing to break was the belt clip, then because it got dropped a couple of times, and then eventually it just stopped working, and that was the end of that. So I can't remember which one I had after that, but that Ferguson just takes me back to being a young lad. Anyway, so back to this. Now, let's take this out of the box. This is very exciting. So a budget end one here we have here. Let's take that away. Put that there for now. Let's undo the little hooks on the back. Okay, what do we have here? We have the manual, operating instructions. Now I don't know if the belts on this are going to be any good because it's been there for so long. This is another little booklet. This is for the disposal of it. This one here is the same as the other one. It's in even more languages. Here we have a little information about the headphones that it comes with. And this, we have the European guarantee. I don't think I'll be sending that off because that won't be valid anymore. In a gazillion different languages, printed in China. Right, okay, I wonder where this was made then. We'll have to have a look. Let's have a look on here, see if it says where it was made. Oh, there's something else in the bottom. Ah, the headphones. Ah, and the belt loop, okay. Doesn't say where it was made. It must say where it was made. I can't see on here. Sony Corporation. I know that Sony is Japanese. EX194. Okay. This, let's take that little bag out. So these are the headphones that it comes with. That's the belt. Loop. Let's take it out of its... Oh wow, that's nice. That's pretty. 24 hours playback, mega bass, Sony Walkman. Let's gently take the tape off. And there we go. There we have the Walkman. So let me move the packaging out of the way. Let's put the belt loop on. That slides in like so. So it's got its belt loop. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. Right, let me get, takes 2 batteries. Let me go get 2 batteries and zoom you in and we'll have a closer look at this. Okay, so I have the Walkman here. I'm just going to pop in 2 batteries. Pop them in like so. There we go. So we have the 2 batteries inside. There's a little lever here for... Oh, that's for the mega bass.
I don't
know. Hang on a second. Alexa's going too loud. Shut up, Alexa. Yes, it's just a matter of lifting it up. Let's press play. And let's have a look and see if that works. Seems to have good tension on it. Now this does have fast forward and it also has rewind. So for a basic model it still has rewind on it, which a lot of them don't have. So yeah, I really like that. That is really smart. Wow. Okay, let's pop in a cassette. What shall we have? I think we will have this awesome mix. I haven't even taken it out of the packaging yet. So if you like Guardians of the Galaxy, this is volume number 2. So I'm not going to be able to play a lot of it because I do not want to get a copyright strike. So as you can see, compared to the size of a cassette, it's a lot chunkier. Now there are a lot of Walkmans out there and I have one. Literally, the Walkman is the size of the cassette case. That is pretty cool. So we'll see that in a later video. Now what I need to check on this is to see if it has... Slide it into the door, close it up, just rewind it. Does it have auto stop? No, it doesn't have an auto stop function on it. Let's press play. Well, it's turning around. A little light comes on, the battery light, so that's nice and bright. That's just indicating. Here on the other side we have normal. This is for the sound, so you can limit the sound so it doesn't get too loud. Here is the volume. Here is the head unit, headphone jack. Now this doesn't have. Let's just rewind it. This doesn't have a. What was I gonna say? I'm going round the bend. Doesn't have a. Oh yeah, DC input. That was it. Yeah, it doesn't have a DC input. I can't see one on this. Some of them did have that. 3 volts, 6 volts. This one doesn't have it. Sony WM EX194. Get you in the light. Cassette player, battery supply, blah blah blah. AA, Sony Corporation. I wonder what. I'd love to know what year this is from. I'm sure this is from the 90s. I'm sure it is. It's from the late 90s, maybe. Now, for me to listen to this, I'm going to use my Sony headphones that I have here. These. Oh, that has got my Apple adapter into it. So I'm going to plug these in. I'm going to put the headphones on. Where's left and right? That's right, that's left. I love these headphones. These are really cool. They weren't that expensive, but the sound on it's really good. Okay, so I got them on. You can see, you can basically see a bit of the cassette in there. Not really much. See if I can press play. I might have to turn up the volume. I can't hear anything. Oh, here we go. I had the limiter on. Oh, wow. Let's try the mega bass. Oh wow! Oh my god, that sounds so good! Oh wow. Right, there's no wow and flutter at all. So the belt on that is really good. There's no wow or flutter. Press stop. Now, what I'm going to be using to demonstrate it is my favorite portable speakers. I've had these for about 4 years. I liked it so much I went out and I bought this absolutely gorgeous case for it, and these speakers. Now the funny thing is, if my sister ever watches this, right, she's a bit of an audiophile. She loves speakers and sound and music, and she loves good quality. And I took these speakers to her house when we were there, and literally the next day my brother-in-law went out and bought her it because she loved it so much. And what is the speaker I'm talking about? It is the Bose SoundLink. Like I said, I've had this for a couple of years. I even went and bought this absolutely gorgeous real wood. So this is real carved veneer, real wood, handmade to fit this. So the wood has got little slats on it, so that when you were fitting it, that it fitted around it. And I just thought, you know what, it deserves it. There are lots and lots of brands of speakers out there. I'm not going to go on about it. I just love these speakers. I think they're really good. They weren't cheap, but they weren't the most expensive. And there's a lot of people out there that be like, oh, they're rubbish, blah, 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 blah. Well, I don't care, because I like it. So I'm going to plug in the input, and I'm going to plug in to there. I'm going to switch them on. I'm going to put it into the auxiliary mode. Alright, I'm not going to be able to play much of this because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So, let's turn it down. Bit of hiss, but you get that normally. That's without the mega bass. That's with the mega bass. So there we go. Again, I can't play a lot of this because you're going to get copyrighted. So let's fast forward it. Really good. Let's move to the next song. So that mega bass really does make a bit of a, quite a bit of difference to the sound of it. See if I can get to the next song. No. There's a little bit of a knock-in sound. Only when it's on there. So you can clip this on. Let's try that. No, we're still on the same song. Blood my neck. So yeah, so this is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I love the cassette because it looks like it's handwritten by Star-Lord's mum. So that's really cool. I really like that. That's what it was like. That's what I used to do. Well, not to all cassettes, but there was a lot of cassettes I used to fill in all the back at the back, just like that. I never did call it Awesome Mix. Let's try the next song. Fox on the run. Dee 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 dee. Right, let's turn it round. There's no real wow and flutter on it. Let's rewind that. That sounded really good. 25 hours of playback on this. Didn't pay that much for this. You can still find these if you're quick. You can still find these on eBay like this, new in the box. There are still some out there. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so there we go. That's pretty much all I can do on this. Let's try another cassette. Let's try now. Let's try Now 11. Now these cassettes I bought. I don't think I've had to rewind and fast forward a couple of them because of they've been unused for so long. They can be a bit sticky sometimes, so I just fast forwarded them and then rewound them. Now why didn't that play? See what I mean? This cassette. I'll try and fast forward it. I've got another tape deck, so what I'm going to do with a number of these cassettes is I'm going to fast forward them and rewind them a couple of times, and that seems to help. This is why people don't like cassettes. Let's try another one. Let's try, oops, try Now 14, that popped out, so let's try that. Side number 3. Oh, there we go.
You know what I mean?
That sounds really good. Let's flop over to the other side. God, what the heck was that? rewind. This is so cool. It's not that hard to pick up a number of cassettes and these, and it's just even if you've never used them, if you were too young, it's just a bit of fun. Oh God, what's his name? What is his name? Michael Ball, bloomin' heck. I wonder what year this one is from, now 14. It probably does say on the inside. Oh, see, that's another thing that happens with the cassette cases. They break terribly. What's that, Tracy? Oh yeah, level 42, Tracy. All she wants is... Okay, let's try this side. Good life, good life, good life, it's a good life, good life. Okay, right, let's take these out. What is this one? Let's have a look at this. Sounds really good. Cassettes get such a bad rap, a really, really bad rap, and yes, there are lots of rubbishy cassettes out there, but let's try the other side. Oh, I remember this when it was out. I had that album. Right, let's get all this cleaned up and let's do a quick summary. So there we go. That is just a very quick unboxing and quick summary of this Sony EX194. I thought this would be a nice one to start off with because it was brand new in box. A lot of these videos will be on this kind of thing on cassettes. I do have some other gadgets, but it's kind of like the retro tech, the cassettes, because these mean, you know, this is how I listen to music. This is how everybody listened to the music before MP3s and streaming and downloading and everything. This was it. This was how we listened to music on the go. And that was the mission of the Sony Corporation back in the late 70s. The guy who was head of the Sony Corporation. I mean, you know what the first Walkman looks like because you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. And the guy in there, you know, Star-Lord, that is the cassette player that he's using. That is one of the first cassette players that were produced by the Sony Corporation. Now, there are so many variants and designs and technologies. There were so many on the market. I mean, it's only Sony that can call it a Walkman. The other ones are just cassette players or portable players and stuff. You know, the Walkman logo is only by Sony. You had the Walkman, the Discman, the portable portable TVs, the Discman, all of them. So anyway, so you know, it's just so retro. It's so retro. So I thought this would be kind of good for you to have a look at, like I said, because it's brand new. It's going to be in really good quality. I didn't have to go cleaning the heads. I don't have to go stripping it off to take the to change the belts. That will probably be happening in another video coming up soon. I didn't have to clean it. I didn't have to do anything to it. It was in absolute mint condition. Fantastic. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Just a quick look at this Sony Walkman. Got lots of retro tech videos coming up with Walkmans, Discmans, and some radio Walkmans as well. That one is my own personal one. And yeah, that's about it really. So thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.